1982 film The Thing is a masterclass in suspense, paranoia, and supernatural horror. Directed by John Carpenter, the film is a remake of the 1951 classic The Thing from Another World, but it takes a significantly darker and more disturbing approach to the story. The film follows a group of scientists in Antarctica who discover a shape-shifting alien that can mimic the appearance of any living being. As the creature begins to wreak havoc on this research station, the team must figure out who is human and who is the alien in disguise. In the Antarctic, a shape-shifting alien creature is discovered by a Norwegian research team. The creature, known as the Thing, can assimilate and perfectly imitate the form of any living being, making it impossible to determine who is human and who is the monster. An American research team, led by R.J. McCready, Kurt Russell, arrives at the Norwegian outpost to find it has been destroyed and everyone is dead, killed by a mysterious entity. As the team tries to survive and uncover the truth about the creature, they begin to turn on each other, suspecting that one of their own may be the monster. The team must use blood tests to determine who is human, but even these tests are unreliable, leading to a series of gruesome and terrifying events. As the paranoia and tension escalate, the team realizes that they are in all in grave danger, and that their only hope for survival is to eliminate the creature before it's too late. But the body count rises. It becomes increasingly difficult to determine who is still human, leading to a climactic and chilling conclusion. The film's iconic score, eerie atmosphere, and groundbreaking practical effects have made it a cult classic and a staple of horror cinema. The making of The Thing was a complex and challenging process. Carpenter had been fascinated by the original film since he was a teenager, and he had always wanted to remake it. He wrote the screenplay with Bill Lancaster, drawing inspiration from the original film and adding his own unique twists and ideas. The film was shot on location in Alaska with a cast that included Kurt Russell, Wilford Brimley, and Keith David. The crew faced numerous challenges during filmmaking, including sub-zero temperatures, treacherous terrain, and a limited budget. Despite these challenges, the cast and crew were determined to create a film that would be as suspenseful and terrifying as possible. One of the most notable aspects of The Thing is its use of practical effects. The alien creature known as The Thing was brought to life using a combination of makeup, prosthetics, and puppetry. The creature was designed by Rob Bottin, who created a series of different versions of The Thing, each with its own unique features and abilities. The film's score was also an important aspect of its success. Ennio Morricone, who had composed music for many classic horror films, created a haunting and atmospheric score that added to the film's sense of tension and unease. When The Thing was released in 1982, it was met with mixed reviews from critics. However, over time, the film has developed a cult following and is now widely regarded as a horror classic. It is a testament to the power of Carpenter's direction and the cast performances that the film has remained so effective even decades after its release. One of the most striking aspects of The Thing is its depiction of isolation. The film takes place in Antarctica, a frozen and desolate environment that is far removed from the rest of humanity. The characters are trapped in a remote research station, with no escape from the monster that has invaded their midst. The isolation creates a sense of claustrophobia, making it difficult for the characters to distinguish between reality and their own paranoia. The isolation is also reflected in the characters' relationships with each other. The group is comprised of strangers who are brought together for their expertise, but they are not a cohesive unit. They are all outsiders, united only by their shared goal of completing their research. As the tension builds, they begin to turn on each other, fueled by fear and mistrust. This breakdown in communication and camaraderie is mirrored in the way the characters interact with each other, often with suspicion and hostility. Paranoia is another key theme in The Thing. The characters are constantly on edge, unsure of who can be trusted or whether they are being watched by the alien. This paranoia is fueled by the lack of information about the creature's true nature and its ability to mimic the human form. The character's inability to distinguish between friend or foe creates a sense of perpetual uncertainty, making it impossible for them to feel safe or secure. The paranoia also extends to the way the characters perceive each other. They begin to suspect that one of their own is not human, and the suspicion leads to a breakdown in trust and cooperation. The tension builds as the characters become more and more isolated from each other, unable to communicate effectively or rely on each other for support. One of the most striking aspects of The Thing is its use of setting to amplify those themes. The Antarctic environment is depicted as a cold, unforgiving landscape that is hostile to human life. The restart station is a bleak, isolated location that seems to be slowly closing in on the characters. The constant darkness and lack of visibility creates a sense of disorientation and disconnection from the outside world. The film's score also plays a key role in building tension and exploring these themes. Ennio Morricone's iconic score features a haunting theme that captures the sense of isolation and paranoia perfectly. The use of dissonant chords and eerie sound effects creates a sense of unease and discomfort, drawing the viewer into the world of the film. The film's climax, in which McCready and Childs, Keith David, are left standing as the last two survivors, is a poignant example of the devastating effects of isolation and paranoia. The two men are left to confront their own mortality, as well as the possibility of one of them may be an alien. As they sit in silence, surrounded by the destruction caused by the monster, they are left to ponder their own humanity. The Thing is a landmark of the genre that continues to exert a significant influence on horror movies to this day. The film's unique blend of paranoia, suspense, and gore helped to redefine the boundaries of what was considered acceptable in horror cinema, and its impact can still be seen in many modern horror films. The Thing is a masterclass in building tension and uncertainty, as a group of scientists in Antarctica must figure out who among them is a shape-shifting alien monster that can take on the form of any person. One of the most significant ways in which The Thing has influenced the horror genre is through its use of practical effects. The film's iconic creature design, created by Rob Bottin, was a game changer for the industry and paved the way for more realistic and terrifying monsters in future horror films. The Thing has also had a lasting impact on the horror genre through its exploration of themes such as paranoia, isolation, and the breakdown of human relationships. The film's isolated setting and the gradual erosion of trust among the characters create a sense of claustrophobia and dread that is both terrifying and unsettling. These themes have been echoed in many other horror films, including such classics as The Descent and The Host. The movie's influence can be seen in many subsequent films and TV shows, from The X-Files to Stranger Things. The concept of a shape-shifting alien that can mimic human form has been borrowed and reimagined countless times, but none have captured the same sense of tension and paranoia as The Thing. One of the most significant legacies of The Thing is its impact on the horror genre as a whole. The film's use of practical effects raised the bar for horror filmmakers and set a new standard for creature design. It also had a lasting impact on popular culture. The film's paranoid atmosphere and themes of isolation and mistrust have influenced everything from music to literature to film. The movie's score is widely regarded as one of the greatest horror soundtracks of all time. In recent years, The Thing has experienced a resurgence in popularity, thanks in part to its inclusion in various best horror movies of all time lists, and its influence on modern horror filmmakers. The film's cast, including Kurt Russell and Wilford Brimley, have become cult heroes. Overall, The Thing is a landmark film that continues to inspire and terrify audiences to this day. Its influences can be seen in countless films and TV shows, and its legacy will continue to endure for generations to come. The Thing is a masterpiece of supernatural horror that explores themes of paranoia, mistrust, and existential crisis. It is a slow-burning pace and atmospheric tension that creates a sense of unease that is unmatched by most horror films. The film's influence on future films can be seen in many aspects of popular culture, from creature design to themes of paranoia and mistrust. As McCready says, "You're talking about something that's not part of this world. It's not part of this universe." This quote sums up the film's ability to explore new themes and ideas in horror, making it a must-see for fans of the genre.